Hello, I hope you're having a fantastic day. This is Emma Sidney, your productivity and visibility specialist, and today I'm talking about one of the 8 strategies for business growth, which is purpose, and it's my favourite. You may find I say that about everyone, but this to me is the core, and it's one of those things that I think you can get and need to get really super duper clear on in terms of your purpose for your business, your vision for your business and for your life. So everything can be bound up in one because it all feeds into each other, what your values are. So that to me is purpose. It's what's important to you, your vision, your mission, your values. That's what it is. And why is it so important? 2 reasons. Number 1, it will motivate you. Actually 3 reasons. Number 1, it will motivate you. Number 2, when you connect it to everything you're doing, it will help you prioritize and focus your flow. Because as long as you're connecting to your purpose, your vision, your mission, your values for your business and your life, it will really support your activity, because so often we get bogged down in other people's priorities, in distractions. Sure, there will be things you have to do that you don't like doing. Let's not sugarcoat this. But if you connect those things to that bigger picture purpose, suddenly they're more motivating. Now, how do I know that this works? Well, because I've seen it not working. So whenever I've done audits and done reviews of areas within organisations, a lot of the time, especially when it's looking at something where it's a big project or a big transformation that has happened within an organisation, and I've gone out and I've talked to people, a lot of the time they're disengaged, they don't care, they've got their own stuff to do, and they don't understand why it's come their way. Back to why. If people connect with why, then they will do it. So you'll do it. It will become really super clear the purpose of what you're doing. So like I say, those little things that you don't want to do, if you connect them to your purpose, suddenly they've got more motivation. The third thing is your customer. Now, at the end of the day, and I'm not an expert in ideal client, I'm very much someone who can point you in the right direction of all of this. But I know that there's 2 elements to connecting with your ideal client. There is, and this is what Jodie Peeble, who's about to come on and be interviewed, always talks about, the idea of movement and transaction. Now, I'm starting to understand that the transaction, which is your sales, which is your product, which is your service, is more around what they need, their pain, talking to them, which is a whole different thing. But your movement is your education, is your purpose, is sharing your joy, is sharing what's important, is creating that connection to those people so they come on board with you. If you're not clear about your purpose and your vision and your mission, if you don't have that strategy in your business, then it's going to suffer and it's not going to be clear. Now, one of the things I do is I help you review that. So it's really clear. You understand it. The other thing is, it's so important to recognise that that purpose will change. Because as you grow and change, your understanding of what you want, your growth and evolution, you will change. So therefore your vision may shift and change. Just using me for an example. Hi, Amy. I had a vision, which was the vision that sent me to the sea. And that vision also led me to my husband. Involves an alpaca farm, a farm with alpacas, with a business centre. This is my summary. With a business centre, with a craft centre. It's a space for growth, for development. There's an allotment. It's absolutely amazing. Since my husband came into my life, he loves fishing. My vision now involves fisheries. And that changes some of what I do, some of who I connect with, some of what I talk to people about. So you can see how things have grown and evolved. In essence, now my husband, he's on very much the same page. It's the kind of thing that he'd like to do. So it's grown with us together as well, and that's where it needs to be. As we move forward, that's what we need to be doing, is sharing our vision as well. I mean, this is my vision. I'm owning it, but it will grow and it will evolve. And this is one of the things I've massively realised over the last couple of years, is if we stand still, if we make goals, if we make a vision, we do this every 12 months, even within a 12-month period, it can change. So we need to have that strategy of having a very clear purpose, vision, mission, goals, but keeping connected to it and keeping on reviewing it. I'm not saying review it every week. I am probably saying review that every year, but it's being mindful of if something massive changes. And I always talk about the 3 phases of change. We have creating change, we have resilience to change, and we have adapting to change. And the reality is change happens all the time, and it's speedier than ever. So that's why it's important to keep on doing this, to keep on flowing with this, so your business will grow and flow. So I hope that's helped you, and get in touch if there's anything I can help you with, and I will speak to you soon.